Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Brown Sugar. I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk to you guys about low fat. I've been doing low fat for probably about 4 years, and one thing I can tell you is when I first started, I think I was keeping my fat around 10, 15, 20 grams a day. That's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. I didn't really see, as I said before, I'm coming from metabolic damage and healing, so I was gaining weight. And what I realized is that you've got to be super strict with those fat grams. Even with pretzels, you see that there's like 0.5 grams of fat. Be careful. Don't eat any more than maybe a few, 10, 5, 10, or 15 of them, and stop. Because you've got to be super strict. You got to be super strict with that fat. And that's exactly how Freelee got her physique, and how Natasha got hers. Natasha I think she just lost some weight, and she might be trying to put on a little bit now. But yeah, so when you're in the stores and stuff like this morning, I just came on here and was talking about these rice thins, stuff like that. When you're doing complex carbs, you're doing any type of cereal bars, you're doing any type of crackers or any of those things, you got to make sure it's less than 2 grams of fat, really preferably 1. You want to keep it around 1, 2, and maybe 3. 3 is a little high for fat grams. So when you're getting stuff like, you're trying to look for like fruit bars, like Nutri-Grain bars and things like that. I think a Nutri-Grain bar is like 3.5 grams of fat. So what I would probably do is eat half of it and leave the other half for another day. You've got to be super strict and if you're trying to lose weight, this is what I've learned. You got to be super strict with those fat grams. So I just want to come on here to stress that and to tell you guys that, yeah, you got to keep in mind that the fruits and the vegetables, they have trace amounts of fats in them. And I think one banana has, it has like point something grams of fat. And if you're doing 5, 6, 7, 8 bananas, you're going to end up with 2 or 3 grams of fat right there, And so you got to kind of really watch that. And like I said, even doing less bananas and more water-rich fruits. You could do like 3 or 4 spotty bananas and then a whole lot of water-rich fruits, because I'm telling you, those fat grams can add up fast. And when you're looking for something like a cookie, or you're looking for something like crackers or Nutri-Grain bars or any kind of complex carb as a snack, you've got to be even more super strict on those fat grams. So if I saw those crackers that I showed you earlier this morning, if I showed you those crackers and it said 3 grams of fat, I would put them back. That's too high. It has to be at least 1.5 grams of fat on the side of that panel, on that box, a nutrition facts panel. It has to be less than 1.5 grams of fat for me to take it seriously as a low-fat food. And I've got to be able to eat more than 15 of them. So that's why this one that I picked out, these rice thins, they fit that criteria perfectly. They're salty. They have 85 milligrams of salt in them. They have 1.5 grams of fat per 18 crackers. So for me, my criteria is kind of strict. When I'm eating stuff like this, I have to be able to eat at least 15 crackers and only get 1.5 or 1 gram of fat. All right.